What's going on, diamonds and gents? This is your girl, Miss Trey, that Jill, and we are going to be talking about piercings, aftercare, and some of the things we've went through with our piercings. I am introducing to you one of the newest faces to Jim Spot TV, and that is K Gold. Period.
And the points.
And the point. Okay.
What's up, y'all?
So, okay. So between us, we have 18 piercings. 18. So we're gonna talk about. We're gonna go from head to toe. Okay. So I'm gonna start. I'm gonna talk about my Travis piece. Let me see. Probably take a picture. Okay. Well, I was nervous getting it. I was nervous because it's such a little area, first of all. And I was nervous because he was getting all ready and prepared. It looked like he was getting ready for surgery.
Right.
You know?
Gloves.
Right. I'm like, what the hell? This is a little piece of ear. Like, what we doing? You know what I'm talking about? So he was like, you know, getting everything prepared, and he had the little tray and stuff, and I was like, the hell's going on here? So he was like, relax. I was like, oh hell no, he about to put me under like it's an anesthetic. But no, he was real cool. He made me laugh or whatever. And when he was doing it, I didn't really even feel it at first. I didn't start feeling it until he was trying to twist the back on the back of it. Or whatever. I end up picking, as far as my jury, I had iridescent rhinestones on my hand. So he was like, I already know what to choose for you. So he ended up getting like the little iridescent cubic zirconia stone thing.
That's cute. None of my piercers ever gave me special jewelry. They always gave me the standard titanium or whatever it is.
Yeah, the steel thing.
Yeah, stainless steel.
And that right there, that's gonna make me go back to him because I think I'm gonna need to change my nipple. But we ain't on the nipple right now, we on the Travis. So when he put it in, he let me know like a lot of his people end up losing the back of it, so it closes on them, so be careful. And he was saying like different care methods, which was good because when I got my other piercings, I'm gonna talk about that. They didn't really give me good information on how to care for it.
Go to shady piercings.
But it wasn't shady though. It was supposed to be like,
if they're not telling you how to care for your piercing.
okay, they gave me paper. He actually told me.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? And then he told me to buy the H2O spray. And I need to get some more of that because that, to me, that was bomb. It healed fast as ever with that. I didn't have any, it didn't get sore on me or anything. And I had accidentally slept on it one night and it didn't even get sore on me or nothing. And then of course I got my bristle up here pierced. That happened when I was 16, so that's old as ever. That's like years old. You know what I'm saying? They used the gun and it was fast. I was like, poop, and it had closed one time, and I had to re-pierce it with a regular earring.
Did it hurt?
Hell no.
Well, I have a story about a re-piercing, and that shit did hurt. Let's be clear. But
let's talk about your ears.
Okay. In this here, I have, you know, the first hole, the second hole, but I also have a rook piercing. So I love my rook. I don't remember when I got that pierce. All of my piercings just kind of melt together, to be honest with you. But that was a really fun piercing for me. I just saw a picture of it and I thought it looked so cute and I wanted to have it. I don't remember it being that expensive either. And I just remember going in, showing him the picture, telling him what I wanted. He did it. When he put the needle through, it just felt like air pushed through. I don't remember it hurting bad or anything like that, and it was over before it began. And he put the hoop in for me. I didn't want anything else. And for that piercing, it actually helped me, like, health-wise.
In Chicago or
this? Yes, this was pierced in Chicago. that actually helped me health-wise. I don't know if you guys know this, but you know your ear, nose, and throat are all connected. So when I got this piercing, it actually helped with my sinus issues, and I stopped getting sick as much as I used to.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, you know, these things, it's like acupuncture.
Yeah, right.
In a way, you know. Health and wellness.
You know,
tying
you
it
all
together.
about that. You all about that life. What else?
On this ear, I have the first and second hole, and I also have one up here.
Yeah, I got my first and second hole. I got my first hole when I was a baby, but my second hole I got when I was 16. But go ahead.
I got mine when I was 16. And that one actually did hurt really bad. Not getting it, but the healing of it hurt. It hurt. It was like, it hurt to sleep. It hurt to touch it. It was swollen for like a week or two. It had to be. And yeah, it was a struggle, and I felt like I was gonna have to take it out. And you know, like when people get their industrial piercing, that's the same place that it goes through. And I don't know, that little gristle right there, that thing.
Now you know what? A good point though to people who keloid, cause see, okay, I didn't even know I keloid like that, but this one here with a regular back on it, it keloids. But when I put the little what you call it, the plastic, not the plastic, but the clear backs on,
I know what you mean.
When I put the clear back, like, let me show y'all what I'm doing when I say that. When I put the clear back on there, I do not have to worry about it keloiding or getting that bump on there. And that's a good trick for those who have issues with that bump right there. And that was one of the reasons to why, right, you didn't really want to get that done. That's a good thing that I did. That helped me.
Yeah, I just started changing up the rings I wore. Honestly, like I changed it after he pierced it, and that helped a little bit. And I, you know, honestly, when any piercings start to act funny on you, you just gotta clean them profusely. Yeah. You just gotta really take care of them like they your little babies, cause they are your little babies. You gotta nurture and care for your piercings, so that they can heal right.
Well, since we're still on the head, I don't have anything else on my face. What you got?
I got 2 nose piercings.
Now, I'm thinking about getting a little small one on my nose, but my nose too flat for that.
Those are my nose piercings. What made me decide to get 2? I got the first one when I was 18. I couldn't wait. I just knew I wanted my nose pierced. I was ready. It was lit. So I got it pierced. It hurt. It hurt. Like when he pulled that sucker through, I was like, oh my gosh. I felt like he was tugging my whole face just from my nostril. But and it kind of hurt to touch. It hurt for like maybe the first week. And I remember when I was younger, I used to have this thing where I used to just do that every 2 minutes. In mid-conversation, I just touch my nose. I used to have a really bad thing with touching my nose. Well, I stopped doing that shit after I got my nose pierced. Because every touch, it was like, boop. Now the piercing is hanging halfway out my nose, and I got to push it back in, and it's super painful.
So they helped to break a habit, huh?
It definitely helped to break a habit. And then I got the second one a few years later because I wanted another nose piercing, but I didn't want a septum. I didn't think it would get jiggy with my face. So I was like, what's something else I could do? I could either get one on the other side or I could get a second one. So I decided to get the second one, and I think it's worked out for me.
Yeah, that is cute on you, though. I was like, I thought it was 2, I thought it was one hole, but with 2 studs or something. And then when I paid attention, I don't know. And then when I paid attention, I was like, she got 2 nose rings in the same doggone. Okay.
I used to wear a hoop in it, and then people could really tell that it was 2 separate piercings. But I stopped doing that because of my job. But whatever. They trying to stifle my individualism. That's how I feel. But we ain't got to talk about that. On to the next thing. I think I should say as an honorary mention that I used to have my tongue pierced.
Now, how was that?
That hurt. The actual piercing itself was quick. However, I went with 3 friends. We all went together. We got our tongues pierced together. We thought it would be this cool, cute thing to do together. And when we got it done, everybody was good except me. I was the only one who had a swollen tongue, the only one who had a lisp. Everybody was talking shit about me the whole night because I couldn't eat. You know, I was the one eating mashed potatoes and drinking ramen juice, and everybody else was eating pizza and hot wings the same night. But yeah, but that was, I loved that piercing. I honestly have been thinking about getting it again. I just took it out because I was bored with it, but maybe one day it'll come back.
Okay. But you still got something. What's that called?
Oh, I do have, so we have 19 piercings between us then.
19.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Then I have my smiley pierce. And I just got that because I think I have a nice smile and it just draws attention to my mouth whenever I smile.
Okay. All right.
That didn't hurt at all. Everybody always asks me, well, the first thing they say is, and this is so slow, low key, but they say, you got your teeth pierced? Now, I don't know how you pierce a tooth personally. However, no, I don't have my tooth pierced. It's actually the web in between your lips and your gums.
Okay.
And the piece of skin there is so thin that it actually didn't hurt when he pierced it at all.
Oh, wow.
It just felt, I had to get used to a piece of jewelry being right there is all. So that was, yeah, this one is fun. I'm still having fun with it. I can't wait to change up the piercings again. My nails just are too long for me to do it myself. So next time I get in the shop, I'll have them changed out.
Okay. Now, let me tell y'all about my second hole in my ear. Now, recently, it got really swollen and infected when I put an earring in it. So I had to clean, well, it's fine now, but I had to clean it and stuff like that. Now, and I clean my ears a lot too. So maybe I was touching it too much because it was like, it felt like I had to re-pierce it. Because sometimes that little piece of skin in the back of the ear will close, but the top part of it still open, if that makes sense. Like now, the top part feels open, but the back feels like, yeah, you will have to re-pierce it. So it's like, in this side, I've never had an issue with, which is weird because my mom was the same way. She had one earring. You know what I mean? And this side was
I don't know how, but she done passed that on to you.
Yeah, my mama did that to me. She did. Okay, let's talk about the nippleage.
The nipples.
So when I was 18, I was in Alabama. I was telling my mom, I'm like, I'm about to go get my nipples pierced. So I only end up doing one because after they did the first one, some just said don't do it. And I'm glad I didn't do it because, again, he did not give me the right information on how to care for it. And I think then it was like kind of new and a lot of people wasn't really, you know, just start really doing it. So I can understand because he gave me some earring cleaner, which if you know anything about your nipple piercings now, he should have said only use that a day after you first do it, and then use, like, for me, Dow soap worked. A lot of people said Dow soap didn't really work for them when I saw some of the videos on here, but back in the day, that's what healed mine. But anyway, so it started growing funny because it was pushing through, because it was healing like, of course, your ear healed, right? So I had to take it out, and then I waited 19, 20, 21, 22. I was like 22 or 23 when I decided to get this one pierced and then get a tattoo on this breast here, but then not get that re-pierced because I was scared because it kind of split my nipple a little bit, and I didn't want.
And that happens, and people don't expect your nipple to reject. But oh baby,
listen, when I tell you I had to tape it together and hold it together to keep it right, and it healed nicely. You can't tell unless I show you, but you know, but I still got this one. I have not changed the earring. Now it's clean, don't get me wrong, she cleans it, but I have not changed the earring or took the earring out.
It's not an earring, it's a nipple ring. Nipple
ring out, excuse me.
Sorry, I'm petty
as ever, because she about to get kicked out. K-Go about to get kicked out. My many up in the bed. All right. Now, but anyway, the ring in it it started doing something really weird. So I took it out and it almost closed on me like 7 years ago. And then I was chasing a ball around the house.
Cause yeah,
okay.
If you've ever had a piercing that you had to change.
Right. So I had cleaned it real good and then I closed it. And I still haven't changed it. You know, I still got the little steel ball that the guy. Now, people say what you want, but I went to my boy over there on 79th. What's that, TNT? Where he did this and that. And I healed wonderfully. Right there on 79th. I want to say off Paulina. It's a tattoo shop.
Really?
Yes, I went to TNT. I let old boy do it. And he charged me $30 for it. And he charged me $60 for my tattoo.
Now see, I gotta go all the way to the Mexican neighborhoods to get prices like that.
I'm just saying. And then, you know, a lot of people wasn't patronizing him. Y'all was trying to go to Dragon and stuff. So I don't think he been opening like that, like he normally used to. Because he used to be open all night, baby. We went in there one night. I was nice and lit. I went at the time. The hubby, fiance, he was my fiance at the time, and my friend Alexis. And we went. And I got the hook up, Holly, if you hear me. And he put it through, put the thing in or whatever. And he was like, I ain't gonna put it, because I was telling him I had a real bad experience with the hoop. And he was like, no, we don't have to put a hoop. And he showed me the small curved barbell or whatever. And that's what I ended up putting in it.
Okay.
And,
So for me, my nipple piercing experience was different because I did get both the first time. Well, yeah, the time I went, I only went one time. I didn't have to get those re-pierced. But I did have to get my tongue re-pierced. I'll tell that story after nipples.
Okay.
I went to a shop in DC. That's where I was going to school at the time. And shout out to the Piercing Connects. You the guy, whatever. But no, I went to him. He did the first one. It hurt like hell. He was like, are you ready for the second one? I was like, no, but I can't be mismatched. So you got to do it now.
That's why I opted for a tattoo.
So he did the second one. The wind was blowing mighty hard that day because I felt it pushing my nipples. That it wasn't fun. Every little step I take, I felt it hurt. It all hurt for a while. Like I never knew how often my clumsy ass was walking into doorways. But I was walking into doorways. I was like, oh my gosh, somebody help me, please. They hurt. I was going through all type of things with these nipple rings, but I've changed them.
When did you get it done?
Nasty 19.
Nasty 19. Get you nasty in trouble.
Nasty 19. That's when I got it done. And I want to say this is probably the piercing I changed the most. I have a lot of fun with my nipple rings. I've had the hoops. I've had barbells. I haven't tried curved barbells yet. But I play around with different sizes. It works well for me. Yeah. I've had it for 20-some years. You know what I'm saying? It works wonders for me, you know. I'm thinking about going to try to get me another one, but a cute one. I'm going to finally let them change it. You know. I didn't want to mess up nothing. Now I got this thing a little down pat. Now, the question that you all are probably thinking and wanting us to answer, which is, how does it feel? How does it make things feel? It definitely makes your nipples, well, for me, more sensitive. Once the pain went away, like once the healing process was like done, or once it had really gotten started and the pain had went away, that's when the fun started. And it definitely made things more Go
ahead. Oh, nasty.
Anyhow.
Come on, Miss Keiko.
No, but long story short, it makes things fun.
Yeah, it do. I ain't gonna lie. Now listen, honey, listen. As soon as this sucker healed, I was trying to throw it upside his head, okay? Now something that I get on the side of mine. I get like this little bump. on the side of it, and it looks like, you know, I don't know if I'm a pimp. I like watching Pimple Popper. So it looks like a baby cyst. Forget you. It looks like a baby cyst. So I have to poke it sometimes with a needle to get it all, you know, because I get that. You know what I mean?
And then the breast has a lot of things going on anyway.
Yeah.
So it could just naturally things are trying
and
to
so
come
I use
out.
right. So it heals fast. You know what I mean? But it does happen. For those, I don't know what it's called. I think one of the young ladies whose video I was watching a long time ago was talking about it too. Because I was like, okay, this is kind of the norm a little bit because I never heard anybody talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, all I do is, you know, sterilize the needle. I poke it, squeeze the stuff out. And then, yes, I'm telling you how to take care of it. Spray a little Neosporin on that sucker. And it be healed within 2 days.
So for me, I always used either whatever wash or spray that my piercers gave me, or they always sent me off with some sea salt. Sea salt will do the trick if you don't like to use a lot of different things. It's easy to get. It's natural. All you have to do is put some warm water with the sea salt. Not a lot. Maybe it's half a teaspoon. And then you just soak it in there. You just
that's Aftercare.
Pop it
but
in
I'm
there.
talking about when you get that little bump.
Oh, when you get that little bump, yeah. Healing things.
Yeah.
Those work wonders.
Yeah. And like I said, when I got my nipples done, this was years ago, like years ago. They didn't have the H2O spray stuff at the shops. They were more so telling you, like, use, you know, if you use the ear stuff, use it 1 day. Because like I said, this guy actually told me how to take care of it. And then use Dow soap. I noticed that I watched a couple of videos of some of the ladies who were saying that the Dow soap thing didn't really work for them, the antibacterial soap. But the sea salt with the warm water do work. And when it was getting sore, I used the little bit of tea tree from the Body Shop.
Tea tree oil works wonders. If you ever get a keloid, it'll help dry it right up. If you ever start scarring, it'll help heal it. Tea tree oil works wonders.
So, this is for the grown and sexy, because now she about to talk about her last piercing, because I'm done on the piercing tip, honey.
Yes, our 19th piercing will be the VCH, which stands for the vertical clitoral.
Yeah,
I should know my anatomy. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Vertical clitoral hood piercing. And
what the hell?
You can look that up in your own time. However, this is probably my favorite piercing. I got it when I was 21. I think 21. And I got it for a guy. That was a dumb idea, but it was a thank you. You know who you are. You know who you are. Thank you for urging me to get that. And yeah, when I got it, it was the worst pain I ever felt. But it was so quick that it was over before I could open my mouth to scream. Literally a millisecond. And then there was no pain with the healing. I never had any issues with it. Never had any migrating or anything like that. And it was just fun. But for the first month or so, it was too much stimulation.
Now, that was what made me always scared of it. Because when I was growing up, everybody started getting it. The Real Sex series was coming out. Yes, our little nasty asses knew about that. Come on, stop playing. Y'all knew what it was. And we was like in grammar school and high school, and people were talking about how they got my Caucasian sisterins. They were getting it done. And they were talking about how they could just walk down the street and get an orgasm. So my little freak nasty ass was like, I want to get one when I was 20. But then I got scared when I saw a video of it from a friend or whatever. That's when YouTube was just trying to get popping. And, well, the video got deleted since then because, you know, they didn't really have the guidelines together. And she showed it to me, and that girl was screaming in the mother up and hollering. I said, oh, no, man, I'm good. Now I'm good in the hood. I'm straight.
The sacrifice is well worth it if you're willing to go through that. But anyway.
Yeah, because she was screaming.
I just remember.
And then I was scared walking down. If I walk down the street and I. And then don't nobody think I'm having a damn seizure. See what I'm saying? And then think that I'm having a seizure or something, but I'm really having an orgasm. No.
I definitely had a lot of those days where my mama was wondering why I prayed every time we went over train tracks. I'm just, catching the Holy Ghost. But I don't know, like eventually that wore off and it just became more of a normal thing. But it definitely helps with sensitivity and it helps with, feeling the feelings.
So how is the aftercare of it?
I think for that one I just sprayed saline solution and just cleaned it well. It doesn't take anything extra. You know what I mean? You don't have to be too strenuous with your cleaning.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it is a sensitive area. And yeah, I mean, what can I say?
She did it. Some man made her do it. That's the story of our life, though. That's the story of our life, doing it for the man. But anyway, so if you have any questions about maybe how, aftercare, maybe some issues of things that you've seen happening with your piercings, and I'm not saying we're gurus or anything, but between the two of us, we got 19 of them, and hell, she done had about every part of her body pierced, okay? And if you would like to hear about that, also check out us talking about our tattoos and aftercare, which is gonna be a video we're gonna do right after this one, but you probably ain't gonna see it for about a week or two. But anyway, if you got any questions, comments, or concerns, Diamonds, you know what to do. Hit us down below with any questions, comments, or concerns of maybe you thinking about doing it. And let me say this too. You are not too old. If you want to get your anything pierced, go get it done. If you want to get you a tattoo, you're not too old, go get it done. I don't care what nobody say. If you see something you like, get it done, boo, because you might bring a little spark back to the hubby.
You feel me? Your body is a temple, and it is your template as well. That is your vessel to express your creativity and your individualism. So don't let anybody take that away from you and tell you that you too anything to get anything.
Period.
Good.
So with that being said, Diamonds, you are the toughest material on the earth, ladies, and there's none like you. Gents, you know what it is. You're no longer boys when you watch this channel, my Diamond Status Gents. And to all my darlings, appreciate you, babies. Have joy, love, and be empowered in the 2019, baby. You be blessed.